Bueno, gente, volví un poco acá y les tengo una súper sorpresa y necesito también que me ayuden a compartir un poquito el stream para que más gente se pueda acercar. Le cambié el nombre al stream y le cambié también la miniatura. Les tengo un invitado acá súper especial. La verdad que agradecerle primero muchísimo a él por estar acá. Y, y nada, esto va a ser una especie de entrevista con él, algo para que ustedes lo conozcan mejor. Y, y bueno, voy a estar traduciendo también porque su español, él me está entendiendo aquí un poquito español, él me está escuchando. Ustedes todavía no lo escuchan a él. Su español es bastante interesante, pero más que todo vamos a estar hablando en inglés. Entonces yo voy a estar traduciendo y bueno, quiero que de todas maneras escuchen las preguntas. Yo tengo aquí una entrevista preparada y al final vamos a dejar por ahí tres preguntitas que de pronto si alguna se repite ahí en el chat, se la hacemos. Entonces, quiero darle la bienvenida aquí al canal a Fakir. Fakir, you are on live. How are you?
Hello everyone, I'm good, thank you. How are you doing?
All good. Thanks, Fakir. First of all, thanks for um, I don't even have words for this, but really thanks for accepting my invitation. It's an honor to have you here. You know, this is a small channel, but to have you here is really, really an honor.
It's my pleasure to be here tonight.
Thanks. Pero le estaba diciendo a Fakir que bienvenido y que de verdad muchísimas gracias por aceptar la invitación, que es todo un honor pues tenerlo en este canal relativamente pequeño. I told you I haven't practiced my English lately, so sorry about that. I hope you understand. I'm trying to do my best here. But yeah, welcome.
Yes,
Again.
it's all fine.
Yeah. Another thing I wanted to tell you, I already told you, but congratulations on first moving on the next round on this Yamir. Second, congratulations for becoming the Yamir Global Champion, and also for the second place in the Yamir Nivelado.
Thank you very much. Well, it was really intense weekend. I worked a lot on the lines and it wasn't easy at all. On the second part of the world, it was totally unexpected, but I enjoyed it a lot. Although, of course, it was a little deception to lose at the final, but I never thought I would reach that stage. So
Right.
I'm more than happy, and it was really a big pleasure to fight versus all my opponents.
Right. I'll be translating. Le está diciendo a Fakir que felicidades por el campeonato mundial, felicidades por el segundo puesto del campeonato nivelado y felicidades ahorita por pasar a esta ronda de este Jamir. Me está diciendo que fue un fin de semana muy pero muy intenso, que estuvo preparando mucho las alineaciones, que no se esperaba así como tal el resultado tanto en el mundial Jamir como en el mundial nivelado, que no se esperaba el resultado, pero ya que estando en la final pues que obviamente quería ganar y pues bueno, finally Bot won the fight. I didn't see that fight, but they told me it was really, really intense and really, really fun to
Yeah,
watch.
it was super good.
Yeah.
But I put myself in a bad trouble because I went with too much good units on the first two alineations. So
Yeah.
Last one I was kind of blocked.
Dice que en la primera pelea, en la nivelada, contra Bot, ya en la final, que se gastó muchas unidades meta o de las fuertes en ese primer team y que ese le costó trabajo. Le costó trabajo después recuperarse para las otras dos alineaciones, because you were winning 2-0, right?
Yes, exactly. But I should have saved at least one unit of those two lines, I believe. Probably
Okay.
Thanatos on the first one, or at least try pieces instead of Alone on the second one. Something, you know. I went with too much aggressivity on the first two games.
Right. So I didn't watch that fight like I told you, but I'm keeping track of your record right now. It's 15-0 on regular Jamir. Like from the championship to now, you've been winning everything 3-0.
Well, yeah, this is a huge work behind the lines. Really, believe me. I gave absolutely everything I had to bring the best tree lines, in my opinion, at the moment. But don't worry, tomorrow everything will change. So we start at zero.
Yeah, like I told you last time, like everyone's trying like at least beat you once per match. So I think it's very hard for you to try to have the trying to set up all the lineups and try not to get countered by everyone. Everyone's trying that.
Yeah, it's extremely difficult. But they do well. They first they appropriate the lines, so they know how to play versus these lines and with these lines. And like last Jamir, for example, I tried to innovate versus Virgo Shaka, but I believe the three lines were really good, so I should have played Mirror. And he won. Big GG to the whole team. They fought very well, and it makes it very hard. In the format we had last weekend, nobody could see anything I was doing. They couldn't see my Cosmos, they couldn't see my lines, so it was brand new.
Yeah, it was easier the weekend. This weekend.
It's easier or not because it's a huge work behind, but for my opponents, it's much more difficult to adapt because they don't know.
Yeah, everyone was busy in their own fights and trying to get to fight with you.
And I believe in such a format, again, you are prepared. If you change during 20 minutes, it will be a mess rather than a good thing.
Right. Let me translate all that. Él le está diciendo a Fakir que que no seguí su pelea ahorita en el campeonato nivelado, pero que el fin de semana sí estuve viendo y le sigo haciendo tracking a un récord que él lleva de 15-0, no ha perdido contra nadie. Y me está diciendo que sí, que le ha costado pues bastante trabajo armar las alineaciones, constantemente estar cambiando, revisando Cosmos y todo lo demás, pero que sí tuvo, digamos, algo de ventaja el fin de semana porque su cuenta pues obviamente es muy fuerte y tuvo ventaja porque los rivales no pudieron observar sus alineaciones, algo que estuvimos analizando aquí también. A duras penas habían 20 minutos entre pelea y pelea y eso lo ayudó bastante a él. Tuvo mucha ventaja y incluso estaba diciendo que en 20 minutos tratar de hacer algún cambio en la alineación iba a ser incluso más contraproducente que el hecho de ayudarte a ti mismo a empezar a cambiar cosmos, cambiar alineaciones y bueno, y que igual está pues muy contento, que también intentó hacerle algunos cambios a sus alineaciones contra Virgo Shaka en la Intercontinental anterior, pero que definitivamente las alineaciones no le salieron y que hubiera de pronto sido mejor seguir jugando y tratar de forzar las peleas para un mirror match. So, Fakir, thanks. And again, like I told you, the idea, now that there's more people in the chat, is like make this interview, now that we talk about a little bit about the game, about Jamir. But we would like to do this interview more personal, you know? If there's something you don't want to answer, it's fine, and I will be translating your answers I have been doing. And like I said, at the end, the idea is to have maybe three guys from the chat making some questions also to be like more open, okay? So I'll be going through the questions that I show you. Es una entrevista que la idea es hacerlo un poco más personal. Hay unas preguntas aquí ya predeterminadas, y la idea es que yo voy a ir traduciendo. Él igual como decía Dorita, él entiende algo de español, pero you understand, right? Some of Spanish.
A little, yes, a little.
How many languages do you speak?
I speak English and French, and I understand a bit German, Spanish, a little Italian, but I don't speak Italian, but I understand a little.
Políglota, Fakir. Habla pues inglés, habla francés, entiende el español, entiende el italiano, pero no lo habla mucho. Did I miss one? Y alemán. Alemán también lo hablas alemán. You are from Switzerland, right?
Yes. It's one of the main spoken language with Italian and French. German, Italian, and French.
Él es suizo, así que se habla alemán, italiano y francés más que todo. I met someone from Switzerland and he talked like 4, 5 languages. That's like normal there, right?
Yes.
So is Fakir your real name or is like a
No,
game name?
no, not even really a game. I'm not a gamer. I mean, I used to play video games when I was a kid,
Mhm.
and then I played other style of games like chess and cards, strategy games, things like that. And Fakir is a nickname I got when I was around 16 years old.
Okay. What does it mean?
Well, its true meaning comes from Farsi, Old Farsi, and it means literally beggars. But if you go to Turkey, it means poor people, someone poor.
That's like I don't know how to say this word in English, but that's like curious, like because you're one of the most whales in the game.
I
Right?
like some paradox.
Ya, como él dice que es como una paradoja porque Fakir no es su nombre real, es un nick que lo tuvo desde que tenía 16 años y literal lo que significa Fakir es una persona pobre como de la calle, como un mendigo, traducido literal al español, como un mendigo. Entonces, can we know your real name or no? Or you don't share that?
Well, I never shared it. I prefer to keep
It's,
it for myself.
it's fine. No quiere compartir su nombre real. So, but for this question, like, who is Fakir? Like, how can you define yourself in 3 adjectives or 3 words?
Well, I am someone, maybe I would say open-minded, very frank and honest, and I'm determined. I'm someone very determined. I
Eh,
go to the point.
ok, thanks. Entonces, me está diciendo Fakir que él prefiere no compartir su nombre, que nunca lo ha compartido, pero le pregunté quién es Fakir, de todas maneras, que me diera 3 adjetivos que lo pudieran definir un poquito a quién es Fakir. Entonces, que es una persona muy determinada, muy honesta, muy frentera. Dijo que, pues, que era de Suiza y ya le pregunté por ahí cuántos idiomas hablaba, ya esa la tenía por aquí preparada. Y another question for you, Fakir. Like we're getting like a little more first with personal questions, then we'll talk about the game again. Like
Mhm.
how old are you? People is asking in the chat also.
I am 42 years old.
42. Okay, I'm 35. So how did
Okay,
you
nice.
how did you start with the game? Do you start bueno, first of all, let me translate that. También me había dicho Fakir que él en realidad desde su juventud que él nunca había sido como un gamer, que él simplemente jugaba chess, ajedrez y, y que bueno, que él desde ese entonces cogió ese sobrenombre. Pero entonces que él nunca ha sido como gamer, porque yo le pregunté que si Fakir era un nick que él, por decir, la cava o MZS, yo siempre lo utilizo en todos los juegos, que él prácticamente nunca fue gamer. So, okay, so you were never a gamer, but uh, like you were like competitive here, or have you been competitive in any other game?
Not in game, rather in sport and
So
yes, maybe some cards game or things like that, but
okay. So in
or in
what?
real life, not in virtual.
Okay. So in what sports or what?
I used to play tennis. I used to ski a lot. I used to play football and things like that.
Que él en los juegos nunca ha sido muy competitivo, que siempre ha jugado, es más que todo deportes, que ha jugado tenis, fútbol, que en algún momento hizo esquí, y que más que en los juegos ha sido muy competitivo en el tema en su vida real, en los deportes. Like, well, you like, what do you do for a living? Like in a general way.
What do you mean?
Like your work, or what do
Yeah,
you do?
work. I work in finance, and it's quite general. I do a lot of different things in.
Like for a
Yeah,
company or your own company or something?
no. I am employed. I am not an entrepreneur, but it's a small company, so it's kind of entrepreneurial as well. So it's good.
Ah, ok. So, le estoy preguntando que él a qué se dedica. Me está diciendo que él trabaja en una empresa de finanzas que se dedican a varias cosas o varios temas financieros, que no es su empresa, pero que sí se siente como un emprendimiento no de él, pero como la empresa es una empresa pequeña, pues sí se siente como si fuera un emprendimiento, porque también le pregunté que si eso a qué se dedica, si está trabajando en una empresa, si era de él, no es de él. Entonces, es un empleado más. You're like, an employee, just like everyone else.
Exactly.
Yeah. So how did you begin like play the game then? Did you see the anime, the manga? How
Oh yes,
did you
of course.
find Saint Seiya?
Well, since yeah, I know since I'm a young kid, I really loved the animation, and I read a couple of manga as well. And it's been quite some time. I've been out of all this world, and it brought me just back in. It's quite crazy. I It was a pure coincidence. I was on my phone on the Play Store. I saw the advertisement, and I said, "Let's just go and see." And it wasn't the objective to be competitive or whatsoever at first. I just looked at it for 2 weeks. Then I joined a Legion. Then I started to play some PvP and make some friends. And first Jamir arrived, and I won the first two. So the enthusiast was growing, shall I say? And then with other really great friend now that joined the game, we had a really good time. So it grew inside like that.
Right. So you were not playing. How you say? You were not like. You didn't know you were going to be this competitive at the beginning.
No, not at all.
Right. So, bueno, le preguntaba a Fakir que cómo encontró el juego. Me dice que él siempre igual había visto el anime, que le gustó mucho desde su infancia, que leyó alguno de los mangas, pero que él, pues el juego normal, you've never been like a gamer, right? You already told me this.
No. I
Yeah.
mean, I used to play video games when I was a kid. I like them, but old ones, I never been a gamer per se, like behind my screen and things like that.
Yeah.
Not so much.
So, igual, o sea que como todo niño, como todo niño tuvo pues sus videojuegos o de joven, pero que igual de pronto no se considera un gamer, lo normal de su juventud, pero que sí igual paseándose por la Play Store encontró el juego y que él no se imaginó al principio que iba a ser tan competitivo, o sea que él se iba a volver tan competitivo como tal, pero que las primeras 2 semanas entonces empezó a jugar con un muy buen amigo de él que se llama Biddy. You told me your friend, right?
Uh-huh.
Y después, pues bueno, que una cosa fue llevando a la otra, pero que él al principio no se imaginó pues ser tan competitivo y mantenerse. What kept you like trying to be better and better each day in the game, or to like start investing more and more? Like the love for the game?
Yeah, love for the game, of course. The strategy, the wish to go always above what we achieved. Some friends who also invested in the game, and I would say the COVID also was a fact that goes in favor of the game, because we were at home,
Right.
not doing like we used to do. So it's not only one thing, it's like
like what happened
factors.
to many of us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And really, I made great friends, so this was really the thing.
Nice. Dice que, pues bueno, lo que venía diciendo, que él al principio No pensó ser tan competitivo, pero que una cosa fue llevando a la otra, que el juego le gusta muchísimo, que, o sea, en las palabras love, es que le gusta mucho, lo ama el juego, y que una cosa fue llevando a la otra, que hizo muchas amistades acá, y con unos amigos de él ya venían invirtiendo en algunas cuentas, y pues que eso lo motivó a ir siendo mejor. Y también, como nos pasó a muchos de nosotros con la situación del COVID, pues eso lo motivó a seguir jugando, a seguir invirtiendo, y ahí de a poquito ha ido creciendo la cuenta. Eh, some people asking here if what's like I also had this in the list that I was going to ask you, but what is your favorite saint in the game and off the game?
In the game at the moment, it evolved. I had several saints I really liked throughout the game, but I would say Shaka Arayashiki was one of my favorites from the beginning. Shaka, the first Virgo Shaka as well.
Mm-hmm.
I really played them a lot. Then came the gods, and probably Hypnos was a big fave of mine. And now that he's with his rework, it's absolutely insane.
Yeah, I like Hypnos also.
Yeah, Hypnos is absolutely beautiful. Sasha is great. Gemini Cannon now is absolutely fantastic. We need DPS like that.
Mm-hmm.
I really had fun using Orfeo, but on a later stage with the rework. Before I didn't use him a lot.
And then it came back with Pharao also.
Yes, Pharao was not a big fan of mine. Never has been.
Right. Bueno, entonces le estaba preguntando cuál era su personaje favorito. Me dijo que por mucho tiempo Arayashiki, pero que bueno, que el juego va cambiando también un poco y los personajes pues se dejan de utilizar y algo. Que después cuando empezaron a salir los dioses, pues que Sasha, Hypnos, que ahorita Hypnos con el rework, con la renacida, pues que le ha ido muy bien con Hypnos, como se ha estado diciendo mucho. También que Orfeo, por ejemplo, cuando salió la renacida, también con Orfeo pues la ha pasado bien. Your Orfeo hits a lot, even without the Pharao buff and stuff. It's nice to see that also. Orfeo, Sasha, Hypnos y Arayashiki. Why do you have the Gemini avatar? Are you a Gemini?
Yes, I am Gemini, and I like Geminis in the manga. And,
that was the other question. Of the game, you like Geminis?
Yeah, Geminis Saga. In general. Yeah, Saga, I really like.
Como es Gemini, I'm a Gemini. I'm Gemini also.
Nice.
I'm from the 25th of May. 25th. I don't know how to say.
I'm from the 10th of June.
10th of June. Su cumpleaños es el 10 de junio. Entonces es caballero de Géminis también. Entonces, fuera del juego, lo que le gustan son los personajes de Géminis, como este Pechito también, y como muchos ahí en el chat. They're sending hearts here for obviously Gemini. So another question about the game. What's your favorite team favorite team and worst team right now in the meta?
Right now, my favorite team is Hypnos, Lune, and Alone.
That combo, Hypnos, Lune, Alone.
Yeah, that's extremely powerful. It's really, really good.
I think I saw you yesterday giving buff to Alone, and today you gave buff to Hypnos.
You can do a lot of different things. Here I gave buff to Hypnos because you really need to get rid. Either you go for Cain because Cain will be a little bit a pain, but you really want to get rid of that Pandora, and Hypnos is the best ally to get rid of her with a Cain in front of you.
Okay.
Hypnos is insane.
Sí, me está diciendo que Hypnos en estos momentos está muy, pero muy fuerte, o sea, locamente fuerte, y que Hypnos es uno de los personajes que ahorita mismo en el juego, el team que más le gusta es la combinación de Hypnos, Lune y Alone, que fue esta pelea que estuvimos viendo acá. Y que él, le estaba diciendo yo que él ayer con Lune le hizo el buff de ataque a Lon, pero que hoy le hizo el buff de ataque a Himnos. Inmediatamente me explicó porque él quería deshacerse rápido o de Caín o de la Pandora Mariscal con su Himnos. And Fakir, what's like the worst team that you have to face? Which team you don't like to face?
It depends the matchup. Here in the meta, how I set up my teams, there is nothing really I don't like in front of me. There are things I truly don't like playing, such as freeze team. I don't like playing. It's full RNG. Well, I try to avoid RNG as much as
Right.
possible in the game. This is a part that I don't like, but I understand that accounts that are lower will try to get RNG in their favor to have a better chance to win.
Right. It happens the same with Oneros. That's your opinion about Oneros also. Could be,
Uh,
right?
I tried on Eros. Really, I tried. In the current meta for a powerful account, it's extremely difficult to use.
But because of the RNG also, right? Or just because it takes too much time or what?
Yeah. I mean, it takes too much time. He's very slow unit. It's difficult to play first unless you do Deuteros. But Deuteros again, it's one of the saints I don't really like. But in best of 5 is the key for the third line because you need to be aggressive. If you are aggressive and you can finish the game in round 2 or round 3, all these units that takes more rounds to put in place the lines serve for nothing. So
Right.
Oneros is one, Persephone is another one. If you can get rid of them before they put the game in place, it's done. That's the key in this game at the moment.
Right. But maybe like less strong players, like they try to make the fight last longer with Oneros, with Persephone, Ice Boys, and like they try to do you counter with those teams. Right?
Yes, exactly. They try, and sometimes they succeed with the RNG, as I said before. But these are mechanics I don't like. I mean, this is something I don't enjoy playing.
You want to be like more aggressive, like to finish fast.
Either to be more aggressive or to find patterns, between the units that are really going well in synergy. Combo is nice, it's fun. Like, the Ichi with Orfeo and Cannon was really fun because round 1 you get rid of everything. Okay, that's fun, but you play 1, 2, 3 times and then you go to something else. I prefer synergy, like I said before, with Athena, Hypnos, Alone, Ashun, Lune now. This is extremely powerful and you can face absolutely anything, you don't care. You know you have a chance to win and a good chance.
Yeah, I understand. Let me translate all that. Yo le pregunté por su team favorito y me dijo que era, y me lo volvió a repetir ahora, que era la combinación de Himnos, Lune, Athena, Alon, Hashun también, porque esos combos o esas, digamos, no son combos, pero son más que todo sinergias entre esos personajes con los que puedes enfrentar a cualquier alineación que te ponga el rival. Entonces le pregunté que qué alineación a él no le gustaba enfrentar. Su respuesta fue que en realidad no le importaba, que él lo que trataba de hacer era armando sus alineaciones que no tuviera ninguna piedra en el zapato en realidad. O sea, que ninguna alineación del rival le pudiera afectar con lo que él trata de armar. Pero que él como tal, si habían algunas alineaciones que no le gustaba utilizar, entre esas los Ice Boys, por el tema del RNG. El RNG es Random Number Generation, que significa la suerte, simplemente, tener o no suerte. Entonces, o depender de la probabilidad de infligir estado en este juego y en algunas cosas. Entonces, eso es lo que significa el RNG. Me dice que él no le gusta depender en sus alineaciones del RNG, que no le gusta, que eso lo hacen las cuentas que son un poquito más débiles para tratar de hacerle counter a él, que a él le gusta hacer no como tal agresivo, pero sí que entre los personajes haya buenas sinergias para hacer buenos combos. So yeah, I already translate all that. So Fakir, do you keep a track of everything you've won? Like all the, I don't know, all the Yamirs, all the Intercontinental Championship? Do you keep track?
To be honest, not everything, but I know there are some websites where I can find if I need some information.
So there's no Fakir Museum.
No, not at all.
No hay un museo de Fakir porque él no lleva en realidad tanto track de que es todo lo que ha ganado, todas las finales, todo lo que, pues, las finales europeas, finales intercontinentales. Entonces, no, que hay algunas webs donde uno puede, pues, ver esa información, pero que él en realidad no sigue contando qué es eso. O sea, no sigue contando cuántos campeonatos ha ganado ni nada. What do you like better, Galactic or Yamir? And why?
It's two totally different game. Now Galactico I play to not to play Galactico. That's the problem. You understand what I mean? It's like a training ground. Okay, Galactico is it was really nice at the beginning of the game, and it was a mind game between the bands you do and the alineation you provide related to the bands affected. But now, for me, this part of the game has not really a taste, a sense. You know what I mean?
Like
Jamie is
competitive,
much more.
you don't get so much fun there.
Yes. Yeah. No. I mean, I never do bans. You know, I go there to test the lines basically and to see if they are viable or not. And I would really like they put some more PvP. I mean, other types of PvP play. That would be fantastic. Even why not another type of Jamir would be nice as well with bans or things like that. But something new. But Jamir, yes, he's fine. He's really interesting. This weekend was fun because the format was different.
Right, and maybe having the chance, like you told me, to fight more with the server A, or with more people, to have like more competition.
Server A are much more competitive right now. It's sad for server E, but it's like that, sadly.
Okay, algo que aquí le acabo de preguntar a Fakir, que cuál era la modalidad, digamos, que le gustaba más, o sea, que qué le gustaba más, si jugar Galáctico o jugar Jamir, y me dijo que, o sea, que igual Jamir, pero se enfocó más en explicarme el lado del Galáctico. Él me dice que ya el Galáctico es prácticamente una sala de entrenamiento, que él pone ahí a los personajes, que no hace bans, y que pone simplemente a los personajes para ver si logra las sinergias que él quiere, pero que ya no le encuentra como mucho el placer de estar jugando tanto Galáctico, que al inicio del juego sí, pero que ya en estos momentos no, y que simplemente es un campo de entrenamiento que él quiere ahí, digamos, colocar a sus personajes, si le ganan bien, si no tan bien, y que más que todo es eso, buscar las sinergias, que lo que él está tratando de inventar y que le funcione ahí en Galáctico para después llevarlo al Jamir, que le interesaría más pues que se inventen otros eventos, o sea, estilo Jamir, pero que sean otra cosa, que él el fin de semana lo disfrutó muchísimo por la modalidad, que era una modalidad diferente, tener la oportunidad de pronto poderse enfrentar a otras personas. Y él, antes de esta entrevista, ya me había en privado comentado también que él quisiera de pronto tener la oportunidad en otros eventos de enfrentarse pues con mayor frecuencia a las cuentas de América. Es como si de pronto, it's like maybe a lack of competition in Europe, right? Like that's what you're feeling. Maybe.
Yes, well, there are nice accounts in Europe and some competition, but the level is lower now.
Que ahora
we have less players.
Que hay muchos menos jugadores, que se siente un poquito el servidor de Europa un poco menos competitivo, y que ahorita como que de pronto él ya se ha ido, like you've went too far from the others accounts, se ha ido muy lejos de las otras cuentas.
Well, right? We are quite close with Grey Haze, for example. It's quite a nice account. I like it.
Ok, que lo más cercano y que es una muy buena cuenta es la de Grey Haze. So that will be like your best, like the best one to, or the fight that you enjoy the most, the fighting Grey Haze maybe, because it gives
Yes,
you like more.
in Europe now, yes. Before was another account,
Mhm.
and I believe it was the strongest account in Europe for quite some time. It was Degen.
Dijen, no, I don't remember.
Yeah, he was absolutely brilliant and great player with fantastic lines. Him and Papa were absolutely beautiful players.
Mhm.
Probably the
So
best in the game.
so he will be like your hardest rival. What's his name again? Or who's your hardest rival between like Grey Haze, maybe Dante, maybe?
Okay, at the beginning it was Degen because he had an account very powerful and a very good play. Then I think the best player in the game is Papa. But Papa was more free-to-play oriented, you know.
Mhm.
He was cashing a little bit, but not like crazy. And then arrived Gray with top account. And of course, when we were able to fight versus America, Dante was the main rival.
Bueno, me está diciendo que sus rivales más importantes han sido Dijen, que fue un jugador. He retired or what? He retired.
Yes. He retired after he fought versus Wasp Salander. I don't know if you remember.
Ah,
This
okay,
was
yeah,
the
yeah.
first Intercontinental. That was the guy.
Ah, okay.
And he retired right after.
And he won that Intercontinental? Or Wasp won?
No. Neither of them won.
Yeah.
Wasp won versus Degen, but then Wasp fought versus Pipodur, and Pipodur won that first Intercontinental.
Ah, okay. So you do have some history on your mind, on your head.
Oh,
Because-
yes, of course.
Bueno, que es su rival más complicado antes había sido una cuenta que se llamaba Digent, que él se retiró ya hace mucho tiempo cuando la época de Waslander y le estaba preguntando yo aquí erradamente, equivocándome, que si entonces Digent en ese momento o Wasp había ganado la Intercontinental y me dijo, o sea, tiene buena memoria, me dijo que ninguno de los dos, que esa fue la primera Intercontinental que ganó Pipidur. Y me estaba diciendo también que le parecía muy interesante también el estilo that's Papatry, right? Or Pipidur.
Yes, Papatry.
Papatry.
Exactly. No, it's different. Pipodur, I didn't play a lot with him, but he was a player from Europe server. Papa was probably the best player in Europe.
Ah, ok. Que él considera que Papa posiblemente era uno de los jugadores, digamos, más completos, de los mejores jugadores, porque tenía muy buena tech y que era una cuenta que prácticamente como enfocada en alineaciones un poco más free to play, que sí le invertía algo, pero no al nivel que de pronto invertían en otras cuentas. Y pues que ya después, obviamente, con el tiempo apareció Grey Haze, que es ahorita, digamos, que su mayor rival y que disfruta bastante las peleas con él, que es una cuenta bastante fuerte y pues que obviamente pues enfrentar a Dante es como lo mejor que hay, o su rival más importante ya cuando van a la Intercontinental. Do you have, people have been asking here, do you have any like friendship or contact with Dante? Do you speak with him? Do you like talk about the game or like lineups or stuff?
We had a super nice interview together, but it's quite some time ago. And no, we don't really chat together or speak about lines and things like that. But I would like it for sure.
Ah, okay. We'll try. Me dice que con Dante en realidad no ha tenido tanta comunicación, que en algún momento les hicieron una entrevista en conjunto, pero que directamente, que sí han hablado algunas veces, pero que directamente ni hablan de alineaciones, ni hablan del juego, ni nada de eso. Also about the game, have you ever like make a gameplay mistake like we call here, I don't know if you know the term, manquear, like you don't have hands and you make a mistake, you know, that you remember?
Yes.
One that you particularly remember?
Probably the worst I did, okay, is when Aioros, the rework came out, okay,
Ajá.
and I decided the day after to play with Isaga, okay, and I didn't test before. So I was thinking that killing a unit with Aioros, okay, Evil Saga will proc and kill another unit, but he went against Maya Euros, kill Maya Euros, and then Maya Euros kill another unit in my team. I was like, what the fuck? It was in Jamir.
Oh. Do you remember who were you fighting?
Yes, Nonix, another great account.
Ah, ok. Que en Hamir le pasó la peor vergüenza de todas, que no había probado cuando salió la renacida de Sagitario. Estaba enfrentando a Nonix en Hamir y él tiró el flechazo pensando que iba a poder matar a alguien y que su Evil Saga de pronto iba a reaccionar de alguna otra forma, pero resulta que su Evil Saga lo atacan, el Evil Saga rival, porque they were two Evil Sagas, right?
No, only mine. Only mine.
Only yours. So he was trying, él estaba intentando a one shot con Sagitario y su Evil Saga se le fue derechito a Sagitario, que esa es de las peores penas manqueadas que ha pasado en Hamir por no probar las alineaciones. Well, they're laughing here.
Of course.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think it happened to me with Canon also, trying to play Canon and Evil Saga together.
Oh yeah, that's not
Yeah, back
good.
in the
Evil
day.
Saga is not such a good unit in my opinion. It was fun to play with Minos, but very often it can turn around against yourself and it's really bad.
Sí, que hay que tener cuidado con el Evil Saga porque se te vuelve loco y se puede ir en contra tuya en cualquier momento. Entonces hay que tener cuidado con esas techs. Let me see here. They are asking here, how is your account versus the Chinese accounts, and you wanted like to play against the Chinese, right? I mean, how you
Yes,
felt
I really
when
wanted that. Well,
did
I
you try
think
like talking to them, like to GT Arcade, like to try to fix that?
yes, of course. But things changed a lot the past months, so it's very difficult. I talk with the Chinese also, top Chinese players, but it's
Okay.
yes, it's very difficult. Basically, in China, you have let's say between 3 and 5 accounts unreachable. You forget to reach them. They are mixer 20. They have like over 50 triple speed. They have insane Cosmos everywhere, and they have pilots like the best player in the world by far. It would be really difficult to compete versus them, but
But you
they
wanted to do it.
added.
I mean, like
Yes, of course.
it
Anyway,
felt like
I
you were
wanted.
like you guys, at least you and Dante, were like preparing for that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure Dante wanted the same, but even though we were prepared, we would have probably lost very badly.
So you
There is
feel
another thing.
I mean,
There is another thing important now, is that they've added a couple of months ago an important feature to our game in America and Europe.
yeah,
It's
the Cosmo.
yes,
Right.
that
So,
they don't have in China, and it's a huge difference because you can get penetration quite easily and you can get speed not as easy as the penetration, but you can get as well. So these two features could really help us reach the level of those top accounts in China, but we still need time.
yeah, but then the Chinese could like say like they're not, or like they're in the disadvantage because you have that other feature. So it always will be hard to fix that.
They could say that, yeah.
Bueno, lo que me está diciendo con las cuentas chinas, que hay por ahí aproximadamente 4 o 5 cuentas chinas que están muy, muy por encima del nivel de ellos, que ya podrían estar con el mixer en nivel 20, nivel 21, con más o menos 53 cosmos de triple velocidad, y que incluso ellos, esto es algo que inédito, que incluso ellos, él en particular, había intentado hablar con la gente de GT Arcade y con algunos incluso jugadores de la China, pero que no habían logrado hacer eso posible. Y que ahora, para terminar de complicar la situación de poder enfrentar a China, porque él acepta que se estaba preparando para la China y acepta también o dice que lo más probable es que Dante también se estaba preparando para eso y que querían enfrentar a los chinos. Pero definitivamente la situación no se da y que de todas maneras iba a ser que, a pesar de que ellos se estaban preparando, iba a ser muy complicado enfrentarse a esas 4 o 5 cuentas chinas, y que esas cuentas chinas tienen muchísimos pilotos y que son los mejores jugadores del mundo. So do you feel like your skills might be a little lower also against those Chinese
I mean,
players you say that maybe they're the best?
these guys knows the mechanics very well, and they have groups where they test lines and saints and which cosmos to put on which saint every day. And you change one cosmos, it can change the whole game, really. Yeah. Uh, it's very time consuming, and here in global, I don't think we have that. We didn't reach that kind of, shall I say, professionalism. They are a real pro over there, and we
Yeah.
should never underestimate them. They know what they do, and they do it very well. I mean, I would have aimed my best to take a game or two. Who knows, you know? But you have to think differently, because this time your account is lower than their accounts, and
Right.
you have to bring stuff unexpected, sort of synergy they couldn't have foreseen, or things like that. I know it's possible, but it's extremely difficult, and it requires a lot of time.
Right.
For me, the best player in terms of understanding all this is Papa 3. Yes, he knows exactly which unit, what they do, what is the interaction, why you would do this here or do that there. It's really impressive. It's freaky.
Ok, let me say that backwards. Él está diciendo, estamos hablando de la China y de un posible pues torneo contra los chinos que nunca pasó. Y le estaba preguntando también que si él sentía que sus habilidades podían de pronto pues estar más o menos al nivel de los jugadores de la China. Dice que posiblemente uno de los jugadores más inteligentes que él ha visto en el juego es Papatres, que sabe exactamente qué hacer con los personajes, las interacciones, que con el solo hecho de tú cambiar un set de cosmos cambia muchísimo el juego, y que de pronto Papatres y de pronto esa inteligencia para jugar y esa tech que tiene pudiera nivelarse con algo de ellos. Pero lo que me está diciendo es que en la China hay muchos jugadores buenos, hay grupos, y que casi él lo ve como un tema de profesionales, y que aquí de pronto en América y en Europa no se ha tomado el juego con esa seriedad, o sea, como con una seriedad casi que profesional en el tema de organizar, practicar, mirar qué sinergias con los caballeros, mirar los cosmos, alineaciones, ubicaciones de los personajes, o sea, algo que es muy, muy detallado, y que él dice que es muy difícil que los jugadores pues, de América y de Europa puedan nivelarse a esos niveles de complejidad y de pronto de profesionalismo. Que sí, o sea, que de pronto a él sí le hubiera gustado por lo menos tener una o dos peleas donde él hubiera de pronto tratado de sacar alguna tech, alguna, para tratar de sorprenderlos más que todo, porque sería muy diferente. En ese caso, él y Dante serían las cuentas más débiles, y ellos serían los que a través de la tech pensar algo que los chinos en ningún momento se esperaban. Talking about that, about the accounts, Fakir, do you have pilots or do you play alone?
No, I play the game alone since day one,
Mhm.
but for example, it happened to me that I don't know, let's say Friday night, I cannot play on Jamir, so
Mhm.
I ask the help of Papa, or someone like that. Now, also, I have a friend, a good friend, who likes sometimes to play some Galactico, and he asked me to stream, and I said yes, of course, you can go and do it. But all the tournaments, the preparation, the farm, everything I do by myself.
Ok. Desde el día uno dice Fakir que la cuenta es de él y él es el que la juega. Que en algunas oportunidades, pero muy puntuales, Papa 3, que hay veces, por ejemplo, el viernes de Jamir o algo así, o de Prejamir, que si él no puede entrar por alguna razón, le pide el favor a Papa 3. Y que también tiene un amigo que le gusta jugar algo de Galáctico, pero que solamente Galáctico. Pero el tema de organizar las alineaciones, de jugarlas, de jugar el Jamir y todo lo demás, preparar todo para el Jamir, que lo hace él solo. So then basically you don't have pilots. So maybe some guys that might get inside the account just to have fun, and maybe when you ask a favor.
Exactly.
And
well,
so,
the serious stuff I play usually with Papa and one or two other guys, like a brain
like
team.
like practicing, like
Not really practicing, talking about the setup, the lines, and then yes, testing, seeing the test, how are the results. But really, it's a lot of time, really a lot of time. And you can put whatever money you want in this game. If you don't know how to play, you will lose.
No, I mean, I'm really happy for you because you actually proved that it's not only money. You got to the second place in that balanced tournament. So
yes, I was very happy too.
Yeah.
But,
so you felt like a test also, like to try to prove yourself, no?
I mean, no, because I really like the game.
Mhm.
And it went well, so I enjoyed it, of course. But it's really okay. They set up this tournament. Why not doing it? So I tried, like everyone could have tried, and you just make it or not. And it went well for me, so I'm happy on that side. But I believe I always help since day one, even the person who didn't put any money inside the game, I helped them pass the shrine, I helped them build some lines or think a bit differently if they will face bigger accounts and things like that. And actually many people do quite well, even with less investments. But the ones who invest a lot in this game, they are the one who knows that it's not enough. You need to invest a lot of your time and to really think the lines. Even if you copy lines that have a good synergy in that other place, if you don't if you don't play them a lot and well, you cannot understand the synergy and how to counter these lines.
Okay.
So even that is not that easy.
Right. Bueno, lo que decía finalmente Fakir ahí de sus pilotos, que él en realidad no tiene pilotos, que él lo que hace es que practica mucho, no tampoco practicar, sino que habla mucho con Papa 3 para el tema de asegurar las alineaciones, pensar un poquito qué poner, las sinergias, y vuelve e insiste que Papa 3 es un excelente jugador, que independientemente de esto, que él disfruta muchísimo el juego, que a pesar de que él ha metido dinero y tal, que no solo es el dinero, sino que hay que tener mano, hay que tratar de no ser mancos. Hay que tratar pues, de jugar bien, y que los que más invierten en el juego son los que más rápido se dan cuenta que el dinero no es lo que hace que estés bien en el juego. Ahí entonces lo que yo le decía era que sí, que quedó demostrado que él llegando a la final del torneo balanceado, pues que demostró que él era un muy buen jugador. Entonces lo que me responde es que sí, o sea, que él vio el torneo y vio la oportunidad, o sea, que no era como tampoco la necesidad de él mostrar que iba a ser o que quería tratar de ganar el torneo ni nada de eso por demostrar que no es solo su dinero, sino que igual él pues disfruta tanto del juego y de la competencia, que de todas maneras él se quiso meter al torneo, quiso jugarlo de la mejor manera, y que afortunadamente todo le salió bien y que lo disfrutó bastante. also about the guy who's making streams in Facebook, I think you know who this person is. That your friend, right? It's not you.
Yes, exactly. I mean, I twice it was me. And we are not alone. I also allowed another one to stream his account and use my name. As I said before, I like to help even small accounts.
Sí, que a él le gusta ayudar a las cuentas que en su momento también ayudaba a hacer estas misiones de espacio astral y de cosas así, que él en general disfruta mucho el juego, que el que está haciendo streams es un amigo, no es él directamente, que él ha hecho streams ahí dos veces. No, I'm asking because maybe some people is confused thinking that it's you who is making those streams under the name
I
Fakir, and
okay.
also the account name is Ebisu, which is
Okay.
what
No,
means Ebisu.
that is not my account. Ebisu is the name of a character in a animation.
Okay.
But this is not an account that belongs to me. This is an account from America, and yes, he uses the stream channel on Facebook as well.
Mhm.
And
He
on
used to call
that,
himself Pan Dulce, like sweet bread in
yes,
Spanish.
exactly, exactly. Sweet
Pan
bread,
Dulce
exactly that.
Sweet Bread es la
Sweet
cuenta
bread.
que hace stream en Facebook. But you have been in that stream twice, but that's not
Twice,
you.
we no no
No
no
es
no,
él.
yes. I've been on that Facebook channel. I've been streaming twice.
Ah, ok.
Twice it was me, and the rest of the time it was a friend of mine who played my account. And
Oh.
you see straight, because if I go in Galactico, I will
Ujú.
never ban.
Ah, ok.
My
Bueno,
friend
que,
bans.
so that's the secret. That's how to know it's
Yes,
you.
yes.
Okay, thanks. That helps a lot. Okay. Bueno, él dice que él en realidad ha hecho streams dos veces solamente. Hay una cuenta de Facebook que se llamaba antes Pan Dulce, Sweet Bread. Esa cuenta ahorita se cambió el nombre y se puso Fakir. That you're helping him. Also, like he's using your name. And
Yes,
entonces él lo está
exactly.
ayudando. Igual él está usando su nombre, pero no es él. Él sí ha estado dos veces en ese stream y su cuenta ha jugado ahí también. Pero la cuenta de América, it's a server A1 account. Esa cuenta de América no es de él. You don't have a server
No,
A account. Él no tiene cuentas del servidor A y que, bueno, que sí ha estado ahí dos veces y que esa cuenta la juega el amigo. Que, por eso me estaba riendo ahorita, que la forma de diferenciar que él está y no está es porque él no hace bans en ningún momento. O sea que cuando ustedes encuentren alguien que haga bans, no es él. It's not you. So,
no.
okay. So, Fakir, anything else like you would like to share with us? I don't know if I have another last subject here, like any recommendations for free-to-play players, like which saints they must have.
Well, for me, the one that everyone should have set 5555 since beginning is Thanatos.
Thanatos 5555
Yes,
en todas las cuentas free-to-play, que es la mejor. Anyone
yes.
else? Any other saint? Or
I mean,
lineup, maybe?
this saint is he can go in absolutely any teams. He never left a single meta since he was there. He was meta breaker at the beginning. He still is extremely powerful. I can't even imagine what will be his reward cloud. This is the best saint we have since day one, and very easy to play. Then free to play have to make choices, and I believe these choices should be oriented toward what they like playing. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
If you like control, you can go and set up hypnos and things like that, but you need to make choices. You cannot do everything.
More like trying to see what's your style and go for
Yes,
what you like.
exactly.
Que los free to play más que todo que es más difícil porque tienen que hacer pues obviamente decisiones, pero que esas decisiones se deben dar o armar esos personajes que de verdad hagan sinergia con tu estilo, con tu forma de ser, el personaje que te guste. Eso es lo que decía en cuanto al free to play. Y Thanatos es el número uno. Eh, what like that's like if you wanted to make it funny or whatever, what sane skill would you like to have in real life and why?
I would say put people asleep is quite nice into nightmares. I like the
Like
idea.
Hymnos.
Yes,
You would
hypnosis is
like to
good.
be
It's really.
something like Hymnos, putting people to sleep.
I like the idea.
Ya, le acabo de preguntar qué habilidad quisiera él tener en la vida real de qué caballero y por qué. Pues que le gustaría la idea de poner a la gente a dormir igual como lo hace Himnos. Um, there's a interesting question here. Will
Mhm.
you ever accept like to sell your account
Well, it
and
depends.
and how much like
For
will you ask for it? Have you ever thought about that?
Not really. I mean, I used to have a couple of. Uh, I put my account for sale. It was, I think, now 1.5 years ago, after
Mhm.
the first Jamia Global Championship, but I didn't have any prices in mind. And to be honest, I received several offers, but the offer is not everything. I would like, ideally, if I sell, someone who will take care of the account properly,
Mm.
not like letting the account die.
So
I don't know.
you
For,
will be
for,
like
for now, I enjoy it.
okay. So you will be like in between, like someone you know will take care of the account and the money, like
Yes.
some, que en algún momento hace un año y medio él tuvo la cuenta a la venta, pero que ninguna oferta, la verdad, lo- le daba como esa satisfacción de venderla y que más que venderla, él también le interesaría que le, que le sigan dando cariño a la cuenta, o sea, que no la dejen morir a la cuenta. So, and have you thought of retiring anytime soon?
I don't know, maybe, but for now, I enjoy. Let's see what the future will say.
Que vamos a ver qué dice el futuro, que por ahora no está pensando en retirarse, pero que, o sea, que en algún momento, obviamente, como maybe like everyone, you know. Do you have
Yes.
any like regrets in the game, like investing that much at any time? Have you regretted maybe, or you just
Well, I see it a little bit differently. Some people. First of all, I have the chance to be able to invest. Okay, then I could have purchased, for example, a nice sports car or something like that. But I prefer to be in that kind of strategy games rather than a car. And my car in, like, I don't know, 7 years, 10 years, it's done as well. So it's it's I see it more like a marginal utility. You know what I mean?
Ujú.
It's where you like to put your money, and that's it.
Ok, que en realidad que él ha preferido pues estar en el juego, un juego de estrategia competitivo, que por ejemplo comprarse un carro de alta gama. Que what I understood is like, I mean, like a car or something, it also loses value in time.
Exactly,
Ujú.
exactly.
Que
And
por
it
ejemplo,
depends where you put the true value.
ujú,
If it's where you get the pleasure from it, that's it.
right, that's true. A great words, you know, almost like philosophical. But never, it's really true. It's what I say always, like everyone like can put their money on whatever they like and whatever makes them
Exactly.
happy. Ujú. Que a él lo hace, que en realidad el tema de haber invertido en el juego, que él lo ve como algo del valor que uno mismo le da a donde metiste el dinero, que si es algo que te hace feliz, pues ahí es donde debe estar el dinero. Que siempre hace la comparación con un carro de alta gama porque es que igual haberse comprado un carro en ese momento, que igual pierde valor. Y es en la medida de que tú también le des el valor a a ese artículo, a lo que sea, y que en este caso pues él le dio el valor a este tema del juego como tal. And how much time do you like, or what do you expect about the game in the future? How much time left do you think the game has?
I would say between 1 and 2 years.
1 o 2 años que más o menos piensa que el juego se podría ya ir llegando a su fin. And they're asking here, do you collect any Saint Seiya figures, or like, how you call
I
them?
used to when I was a kid, yes.
Que cuando era, and then what happened? You threw them away, or mother threw them away, or
Most probably it was my parents, yes. I don't remember, to be honest.
que no se acuerda, pero que cuando él era niño tenía figuras de Saint Seiya, pero que no se acuerda si fue los padres y eso que se los botaron en su momento, pero ahorita mismo no. Bueno, so that's all I think for me. What would you change about the game right now? Like, will make it more, because what I feel from you is like you still enjoy it a lot of the game. I know, like, you like it a lot. I feel like the same way. I like it a lot. I like making streams, playing and stuff. But what would you change in the game to make it better?
Better communication and a communication between players and the developers team. Maybe to put also the game a little bit more affordable, should I say?
It's too expensive,
Yes.
right? Que el juego es bastante costoso, y qué es lo que le cambiaría al juego. Pues le estaba preguntando que más o menos cuánto pues tiempo le queda al juego, más o menos unos años, y qué le cambiaría. Entonces, el tema de la comunicación entre los jugadores y los desarrolladores, y mirar la forma de que en algún momento le puedan bajar los precios al juego, que le parecen de todas maneras muy costosos. Eh, I'm gonna now, like, I'm getting like excited, and we have been talking a lot. I don't know if you have like a little bit more time, but I'm almost done with the questions, um, from the ones that I have. Maybe if you want to take questions from the chat, or I don't know. I know it's late for you, but I don't want to
Yes,
take
I will take
more.
several ones if you want, but let's say in 10 minutes I go, okay?
Yeah, 10 minutes. Vamos a tener máximo 10 minutos más aquí con Fakir. Si tienen alguna pregunta que de pronto no hemos tocado el tema, porque ahí tocamos varias cositas, las pueden ir dejando en el chat y yo miro para ver cuál le hacemos. So Fakir, before we take those 10 minutes, would you like, I'm like, this is my first like interview like this, like somehow serious and somehow like touching personal stuff. Who would like you to me to for what? Who you like for me to try to contact to like have the same interview? Like someone from Yamir, or
anyone.
anyone will be nice. Okay,
Yes.
I have surprises, because this was really a surprise for everyone. I even in the stream I didn't even have the name that you were going to be here. So there's a question here. Are you like waiting for a saint or something that you would like to have in the game?
No, there are things I would like to see if like Thanatos rework really
La re-
really intrigue me.
I mean, we were expecting that when it came Odysseus, but okay, now we have to wait more. Que él lo que está esperando es la renacida de Thanatos. I'm expecting Divine Clothed Gemini. After that, it could happen anything with La Cava. So people is saying like, giving thanks for being here.
Thank you for everyone to follow.
They're asking here also if you were surprised by Virgo Shaka in the last Yamir, or you were not as focused, or like,
No. I knew he would brought that. You know, I played these teams on Tuesday versus Grey Hayes, and then everyone started playing the same teams because they were extremely powerful. So I knew they would brought that, but I wanted to try something else with Gestalt, and then I didn't do any adaptation for my last team, and I put myself in an impasse, unfortunately.
Que él venía con sus teams normales y que él los había jugado hasta el martes. Y que no, o sea, que él estaba súper bien enfocado para ganarle a Virgo Shaka, pero que ese día como que decidió hacer algunos cambios, quiso jugar a Gesal y no le salió. Y que mucha gente, por él querer cambiar, mucha gente ya también había copiado esas alineaciones fuertes.
But it's good, huh? It's not.
Sí. Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't say that in a bad way. I think it's extremely good because they understand how to play versus them if they play themselves. So this is why I really liked the format of this weekend because they couldn't do that. So
que
they had to brought their own lines. You know what I mean?
Right. O sea, lo que dice él es que por eso le gustó mucho el formato del fin de semana, porque el fin de semana era él contra la persona. O sea, no podían cambiar mucho las alineaciones ni nada, ni pensar tan rápido en poder cambiar alineaciones. Y claro, cuando él monta sus alineaciones, pues nadie en ese momento ni se las puede copiar, ni saben cómo hacerle counter. And do you feel like that it should be private, maybe or without repetition, maybe the Hamir?
Well, Jamir, you can always see it would be bad if you can't see, and it's available for everyone, so everyone has the same constraints. You know what I mean? It's for me to go above, and my mistake this time, and I did it a couple of times. Since I have an account more powerful, I should go mirror because I have the advantage. But I wanted to innovate, and maybe I didn't have enough time. Also, during the weekends, it's more complicated with the kids and the family. It's not always easy, but
Right.
nothing to say. They played perfectly well, and they totally deserved their victory. I'm very happy and proud for them.
What do you feel when Dante didn't show up for the tournament this weekend?
Yeah, I was very sad, and that was, I don't know. Well, he must have partied or something like that. We have a life first, but I really was looking forward to this.
Right. Yeah, like everyone was looking forward for Dante versus Fakir in that tournament. Well, still you won, and congratulations for that.
Thank you.
So I'm not gonna take more time from you. I really, Fakir, thanks a lot for being here. Like I said at the beginning, it's really an honor to have you here. You're like this small channel compared to the others, and like you're the people's hero or the European hero. So, thanks a lot for sharing this time.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having me here, and thank you everyone to follow this game. You are part of the community, and it's extremely important for us to move forward. Thank you all.
Yeah, thanks again. I hope you have enjoyed it, and
yes,
like I told you,
thank you.
Thanks. And that was the idea to see like something different from you, hear you, like I told you, maybe people from server A doesn't know you too much, and like your ideas and some personal stuff. I know that not everything can be shared, but thanks anyway for accepting this, for accepting the questions, for being so honest, like you said you are. And I'm also I'm going to like edit this. It's gonna stay as a video. I'm going to there's like you were the first of this. This is like my first time. I hope I didn't mess up. And I'm gonna try to get other players like to continue the series about like Meet the Legend and Meet Jamir players.
Wonderful. I hope you have all the best for this, and you will have a lot of success with it.
Yeah. So people is also thanking you for flowers. They saying here they love you, and and one last question here with Jose. He's asking Shura or Saga Sapuris for I know you're going for both, but for a free to play.
It's extremely difficult to say because I don't know neither of them. Tonight I will start reading the skill of Shura, and
Okay.
Saga I really have no idea. For me, if you are free to play, the best thing is to do your 40 per day. Okay, you see whether you get it or not. And with 40 per day, you will get shards anyway. Okay, so you can ask to your legend the remaining shards to finish the saint. Don't use the book. Don't precipitate. You just see which one will fit better in your box, and then you upgrade it. You have time. You are not in a hurry. Just don't rush things.
Right. I think for you, you will like a lot because of your speed. You will like a lot Saga Sapuris, but you'll tell me next time we talk.
Yeah, with pleasure.
um, a favor here. Can you send like how you say that? Un saludo to the Alcatraz Legion.
Yes, of course. Big cheers out to the Alcatraz Legion. Thank you again for being here
Thank you.
and part of this game.
All right. Okay. Thanks. Thanks, Fakir. Thanks again, and have a good one here in this Yamir. And I hope you get to the Intercontinental final that we all want Dante versus Fakir again.
I would love, but really tomorrow everything is square one. You know what I mean? You have to redo everything,
Right.
and I am a bit tired, but
Yeah.
I will try anyway.
Now you've been taking a lot with the finals, the other final, now the Yamir again. But okay.
Yes. It's very intense, and tomorrow I believe Shura will change a lot of things.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So thanks again. Thanks again, and
Thank
have a
you.
good night.
Same to you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.